Look at that. That is the glory hole in the background. Man, that's a cool sight to see. That's the overflow for Lake Berryessa. The sound is really cool. But yeah, we're here. We're up at Lake Berryessa. We're pre-fishing the Friday before the Delta Wine Region opener for BBT. It should be a good time up here. You know, my dad and I are gonna try to figure out what the fish are relating to based on just the, you know, what the fish are doing with all this warm water. So, cars are driving by, but we're gonna get up here, we're gonna fish deep, we're gonna fish shallow. I think we're gonna start in the south end of the lake and work our way north and see if we can figure out a bite. So stay tuned, guys, and hopefully we get on some fish. But look at that. That's the discharge point right there. Woo! Pretty cool, guys. Lots of water. California's getting wet. Alright, well, we made it out of the water, and as you can see, we're in my boat. What does that mean?
Boatless bank trash. Sold it.
Yep, Pops ended up selling his boat. He bought a new truck, and so I think he's got the new boat itch now. So we're gonna be fishing this tournament series out of my boat until he gets the itch enough to go out and actually buy one. He's looking at a brand new Lynx. It's gonna be sweet, but until then, we're fishing out of my boat. So if we don't do well, it's my fault, I guess. I can't blame him anymore. But no, we're out here pre-fishing. Hopefully we figure something out. The water is way up. I mean, I would say probably a good 15 feet higher than it was last weekend. And water temp's about 52 degrees, a little stain going on. So I think we're gonna start in this south end and work our way north and see if we can't figure out a spot bite as well as a largemouth, because you need those largemouths to win the tournament. Those big fish, man. So stay tuned. Get on some fish. Whoa, first fish already, huh? On the jig?
Yeah, you thumped the snot of it too.
Nice. Good fish, yeah? There we go. Pops is hooked up with the first fish of the day on the jig. Shout out to Bass Union right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Fat freaking fish. Dude, if we can catch him like that.
Look how stark.
Dude, just
look how white he
crazy white freaking spot, man. Jeez.
There you go. On what? Jig. There you go. Seems like a decent fish. Oh. Nice. Nice little spot.
Yeah, that'll work. You hit it like 3 times.
Really?
Yep. Look at that. Look how white that fish is. Second fish of the day. This one came off of a secondary point right before a little cut. Second fish on the Bass Union jig. Hopefully if we catch them like this, I think we'll be doing pretty good. What do you think?
About it. Man, 2.5.
2.5? I mean, I'll catch 5 2.5s all day. That'll pay us out. Sweet. Get her back in the water. Hopefully we catch her again. All right, first spot's down. 2 fish, both on the jig, both super white. So that means they just came out of deep water, but we caught them really shallow, less than 20 feet of water. And both were on a jig. So hopefully we can keep replicating that and figuring out the bite. So on to the next spot.
Where are we going?
I don't know yet.
Watching you throw everything and not getting bit at all.
We're tied right now, son. Oh, did you see that? I got hammered.
Did you?
You dropped it though.
Right.
Whew! Well, if you guys are wondering why there was no midday update or end of the day update or right before check-in update or any kind of update, was those first 2 fish on our first spot, first couple casts of the morning, were the only fish we caught all day. I mean, it was just an absolute grind out there. You know, we talked to a lot of buddies and they a lot of them didn't even catch a fish all day, so we were thankful to find the fish that we did. You know, that's what practice is for. You don't want to catch all the fish on practice. You want to save them for later, right? Are you gonna catch any tomorrow?
Probably not.
Probably not. No, you guys know Dad's a stick, but we're probably gonna run to that spot first thing in the morning and spend just a couple hours. We found out that you had to fish painstakingly slow to get a bite. I mean, just dragging. And we caught, both of our fish were probably in 20-25 feet of water. And so the name of the game tomorrow is just gonna be fish slow. Patience, and hopefully the rain that's gonna happen tomorrow might get them a little bit more fired up than they were today. So we're just getting off the water. We got signed in, going home tonight. Thanks to Kent, because he didn't want to come up and split a cabin with us. So, you know, we got to make that long drive back home. But we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and hopefully it's a better day than today, because that's the only day that matters is tournament day, right? Right?
That's what I'm told.
Anything you want to say, Dad?
Peace.
Well, made it back to the house after like sitting in traffic for like 2.5 hours. Man, that drive is just not fun. Well, kind of got a game plan today. Only caught 2 fish all day, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes. I think the fish that we did catch clued us in on what we need to do. We're going to fish slow, and we're going to drag jigs anywhere from 30 to 10 feet of water and just hope to get bit. We're hoping to get 5 in the boat, and if we caught 5 fish of that caliber, I mean, it's very easily will be in the top 5. So I'm going to go out there and look just to do it again. But tomorrow's going to be raining all day, so I won't be bringing the big camera. I'll be just on GoPros all day. So hopefully the footage turns out well, and hopefully we just absolutely whack them tomorrow so that you guys have something really cool to watch. How to catch fish when it's really tough and everyone's struggling. I can't tell you how many boats I talked to today that didn't catch a single fish. So fishing is tough. Probably should be out on the river today because the delta's going off. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the morning. Gonna get some tackle prepped right now. Head to bed. 3 o'clock comes quick, so stay tuned. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, as you can see, man, it is Not the greatest conditions right now. Don't know if you guys can hear me. The audio isn't too great on these GoPros. So we are out on Lake Berryessa, and good morning. Practice was rough. We're boat number 50, second to last flight out, so we're gonna get quite a bit of time to fish today. We've got one spot to go to. Don't know if it's gonna pan out, but we're gonna milk it for all it's worth. But yeah, it was dumping down rain on the way over here. Luckily, right before we're just about to blast off, it stopped. So, not trying to jinx it, but definitely gonna be a little wet today. But we got till 3:45 to put 5 fish in the boat. That's all we're looking for. 5 bites all day. So, stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we get on them.
48! Right behind that one, right there. 49! Right behind that boat, right there. 50! You're gonna be behind that one, right there. 50.
Holy crap. That was a ride and a half. Woo! Man, that was just brutal. We've only got a couple fish in this cove, or a couple boats in this cove with us, so man, those raindrops are just killing the eyeballs. We'll start here. I think this is it. What's this?
This one or this? Let's just start here. We're gonna get it on.
We're gonna get it on.
Get it on. Fish on that bank right there.
Sure there is.
Fish. Put him on the scale before you jump him, or dump him, I should say.
That's not even 10 inches.
It's alright, measure him anyway. Make sure.
Man, he thumped it too. What is it supposed to be?
13.
13?
Yeah.
12 and a quarter, 12 and a half.
Yeah, that's a good. Show the camera.
Look at that. We have been struggling to get a bite all morning, and this is the first thing that thumps a jig. Freaking 12-inch fish. Man, that thing is so skinny and tiny.
Yeah.
Look how white they are, though. Can only go up from here, right? Yep.
We can go back to that bank where that gal was saying, I caught a fish. Where you caught your little one straight across and behind it? If there's nobody on it, or we could hit that pocket again. Fish. No, he came off.
He came off? Oh. Oh.
Oh, bite me. Maybe it wasn't a fish.
It's 12:15. We've got no fish. Spent all of our day in the Narrows just creeping jigs along. Got that one short fish, and my pops just had one bite and came off on the way back to the boat. So we need to make a decision. We need to do something. Even if it's the wrong something, we still need to do it. Still got 3 hours left of fishing, you know. We could always make a completely different run and stumble into some fish. So I think we're gonna fish this bank out until we get to the point and then make a move.
Are we gonna roll? Fish.
Yes! First fish of the day. Please let it be a keeper.
Might.
Oh, it's definitely a keeper. It's definitely a keeper. Well,
The first one. My first bite, my first fish of the day. That sucks.
well, I did it on the spool reel.
Just needs untwisted. Got one? The keeper? Huh? Oh. Dang it, Caleb.
That's my keeper for today.
It's not even 13 inches. Put that sucker on the measuring board.
It's not 13 inches?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. One.
We got three, just barely. This is the last hour.
Yeah, we've caught 3 fish in the last hour, and 2 have been 10 inchers and 1 keeper.
Yeah, fuck, man. We were up north all morning and this unit fight. The bearded one didn't get him today?
No, sir.
This shit's crazy. 2 weeks in a row for us. Last week we only got 2.
Ridiculous. We stayed here all day and still didn't catch fish. So.
Well, you're smart, 'cause we ran all the way down.
Oh man, back home, there's no on the water update. There's no here's the fancy award ceremony that BBT was putting on update. None of that. Back home, got every single compartment open on the boat because it was brutal out there. It dumped on us on our way up there. Luckily the rain quit probably about an hour after fishing. Maybe now it's probably closer to 2.5 hours. So we were out there. It was dumping rain. And the bite was brutal, at least for us it was. You know, one day on a lake pre-fishing just isn't enough to figure out something. You know, the 2 fish that we caught yesterday, they screwed us up. I mean, we ended up staying in the Narrows all day long, and it was just a grind. We ended up with 1 keeper all day. I caught 2 fish, my dad caught 3 fish, and they were all short. Never have I ever caught a short fish up at Lake Berryessa until today. I mean, it was absolutely brutal. There wasn't a single guy that I talked to on the water that had a limit by 2 o'clock. We caught our first fish at about 2:30, and that was it. I mean, the bite just, there was no bite for us. I talked to a couple guys, all the buddies did pretty poor, most of my really close friends that fish BBT, I mean, they had 3 fish, 2 fish, 1 fish, no fish. I mean, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss's. Gosh, it sucked out there. But anyways, a day on the water is better, than anything. Better than work, better than doing chores at home. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, it was a fun video. Huge shout out to Kent Simpson. He's a real good buddy of mine. He's a Delta stick out here, but he came up, no pre-fishing, ended up whacking big fish of the tournament, a little bit over 6 pounds. But guess what? He only had 3 fish, so, obviously he didn't win the tournament. But when I left, we ended up taking off early because we didn't want to stick around and, say how crappy we did. But when I left, 13 1/4 was leading it, and we were in the second to last flight. So I heard there was a 15-pound bag weighed in, but I don't think that, the weight was up there this time. I mean, guys really struggled to get a bite. If you guys are looking for some information on what to do at Berryessa, don't fish the Narrows. I told myself this last year. I just wished I would have remembered what I told myself, because the Narrows kicked our butts. I caught 6 fish this weekend, and every single one of them was on a jig, just a brown 1/2-ounce jig made by Bass Union. I'll link his website in the description below if you guys want to take a look at it and buy some. They're awesome jigs. But I couldn't get bit on anything. Finesse presentation, reaction, nothing. I threw everything. I got 1 bite on the 8-inch head, but when I loaded up the rod, I just felt it open its mouth and just puff. I was like, you son of a gun. But anyways, it was fun. It was a blast, getting to fish with my dad out of my boat this time, Hashtag hurry up and buy a Lynx, because this isn't as comfortable. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell so you guys are notified when videos like this show up. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for checking it out. I swear I do catch fish. Just Berryessa handed it to me this weekend. And you got to always have that mentality of any cast can be a giant. Peace!